What's up guys, BlackRoseDuelist here, and today I have a deck profile on the new Super Quantum deck that's apparently based off of Power Rangers. I never watched Power Rangers as a kid, but basically like these little guys turn into these big machine beast looking guys. I don't know, my friend was addicted to it, but I wasn't. But anyways, back to my childhood, we have this deck profile, and I'll explain the deck as I go on. But yeah, basically these little pilot guys turn into these big beasts, and they really remind me of Ritual Beast, of how they it's kind of really complicated, and you really have to remember when you play a card and how many times you played a card, and you use it. You send them from the grave, the hand, to summon all these guys. My cam is really lagging, so if I look like a slow-mo man, that's why. So basically, the blue pilot, I'll use him as an example. You use the field spell to send one card from your hand to the graveyard to use the blue pilot as an XC material, and you special summon the blue beast from your extra deck and attack, defense, whatever. So the field spell, you just send a card from your hand to the graveyard, or discard a card from your hand to the graveyard. Use your pilot to make a beast of the same attribute. So you send the blue one for the blue beast, you send the green pilot for the green beast, you send the red pilot for the red beast. The light beast, or the light pilot, you can't use for the light beast because he's not a beast, he's a overlord. And he's really complicated to play, but when he's played, it's very worth it. So I'll get to that later in the video. But yeah, so Super Quantum Fat Fairy. Oh, I thought that said Fat Fairy. No, just Fairy Elfan. Once per turn, you can target a Quantum monster you control. All face-up monsters you control become that level. Basically, you can get these guys out pretty fast. You use this as making them the same level to exceed summon one of your guys. This is just another way to exceed summon your guys besides the field spell if you don't get to your field spell in time. 3 blue pilot. Blue, what he does, or she, I think, when it's normal summon or special summon, you can add a Super Quantum card from your deck to your hand. This is really important because you can get your field spell if you don't have it already. I played 2 terraformings, but still, if your opponent MSTs it or something, the field spell is very necessary and you need it basically the whole game. They all have a normal summon or special summon effect, besides the fairy, and then a effect where when it gets to the grave. When it hits the grave, you can target up to 3 Super Quantums in your grave and shuffle them into the deck. That means you can, when you detach it from your blue beast, you do get its effect still. Next, we have 3 green layer. When he's summoned, you can special summon a Super Quantum from your hand. If he's sent to the graveyard, you can discard a Super Quantum to draw a card. This also triggers that monster's effect when it's sent to the graveyard, so you get multiple effects in one. Red layer, he is the best one, although he's a level 5 and hard to get out sometimes, he's still the best one. He has a Cyber Dragon effect, where if you control no monsters, you can summon it from your hand. When it's normal summon or special summoned, you can target 1 Super Quantum card in your graveyard to your hand. So if your opponent MSTs your field spell, if your opponent just kills your guys, allegedly, or if you just send it to the grave, a monster to the grave with your field spell, just add it back with your pilot, red pilot. When you send to the graveyard, you can target a Super Quantum monster in your grave and special summon it. Its effects cannot be activated, but it says card, so you can play your beast or the big overlord guy too. So that way, late game, if he's in your graveyard, the 3600 beater will come back to kill your opponent. 2 emergency teleport. Blue pilot is a psychic, and getting him out is really important because you can search with it. He's like a Stratos. Foolish burial. 2 MST. 1 for 1. Your fat fairy is level 1. 3 reasoning. Very obvious. In my opinion, they all get effects when they're special summoned. So not only are you special summoning a monster, but you're also getting the monster's effect, which overall, you're just getting far. Also, it sends the field spell to the grave, and a lot of them have effects where they can add it to the hand, so there you go. Obviously, the field spell, I'll get to its final effect later. 2 terraforming to search it, 3 upstart, 3 Call of the Haunted, and 3 Oasis. I was conflicted on this. I'm not a huge fan of playing 3 of each. I know Satellers do in some cases, but in this deck, especially because of Reasoning too and E-Telly, it's very important that you can keep on spamming these monsters, especially because we only have 4 of them. They all get effects when they're special summoned, so not only are you getting the monsters back, you're also getting an effect. You just need to make sure you can keep on getting these monsters on board so you can turn to the XC monsters. This deck has a pretty good balance of boss monsters too, so getting them out is really important, and you're going to need that, so that's why 3 Call of Haunted, 3 Oasis. Maybe you can take out 1 Oasis, but you really do need these cards. 2 Notice, this is OCG post Bosch, so there you go. 1 Warning. 1 of the trap card, I almost took this out. It's good in some cases. You target a super quantum and it gains 100 per rank. So that would make your Magna Liger 3100, your Big Daddy Monster. I think he's level 12. Yeah, he's level 12. 4800. But the real effect here is you can send it to the grave and it can attack 3 attacks during this battle phase. It's okay. If your opponent just has a Mirror Force or Compulse or something, the whole thing's ruined. You wasted a card and you're losing a card. So it's okay at best. It's good late game where you just need to do some damage on board. OTK with the Overlord, making him 36, attack 3 times. That's well over game, so there you go. 1 Vanities. If you get a lot of these big guys out and your opponent can't special summon because of Vanities, it's going to be very bad for them. Next, we have for the X deck the non-Xyz for the Super Quantums. We have Abyss Dweller, Castel, Pleiades, Cowboy, and that's it. Playing this deck online, I only played 2 of each Xyz for the Super Quantums, but you definitely need 3 of each. You run out of them really, really quick because you can spam out your blues, especially. You want to special summon it, and every time it special summons itself or normal summons, you can add it searches a card. So abusing that and special summoning it again with Oasis, Call the Haunted, sending it to the grave, special summon the blue beast, you really do need 3 of them. Keep in mind, Blue Layer does have an effect where he can shuffle back Super Quantum cards, but still, I do suggest playing 3 of each of the Super Quantum beasts and 2 of the Overlord, because getting into Overlord is near impossible. Just gonna throw that out there. But I want to save him to the end because he's a really cool grand finale. The green one, all of them, all the Xyz cannot attack when they don't have materials. This is a really big drawback, and I don't understand why they did this. It kind of makes the deck, it's the main restriction of the deck, because you can really only use its effect once because you're using your pilots as the 1 material for your monster, and since it only has 1 material, you can only use its effect once, and then it can't attack at all. So you rarely end up using their detach effects because it's so hard to only have more than 1 material. Each of them do also have an effect where they can equip or attach, a Super Quantum pilot from their hand or field as an Xyz material. But you really want to use those monsters as normal summons for their effect, or special summons for their effect, or discard fodder for Magna Carrier. So just using them as an extra material, you don't really want to do that much because you want to use it for other stuff. So each of them have 1 unique effect. You can detach a material from this card to Book of Moon monster. This is a quick effect, and the thing is, they all have this effect where if you use a green for the green beast, you can use its effect on either player's turn. So you can Book a Moon opponent's monster during their turn. Again, with the blue, you can use, if you used blue pilot for the blue beast, you can use this effect on your opponent's turn too. You can detach a material to destroy a spell or trap on your opponent's side of the field. The fire, red one, he can detach a material, destroy a monster in the field. Now, before I end this video, before I get into the final, I guess the fireworks, the grand finale, please like, comment, subscribe to me, BlackRoseDuelist. I spent a lot of time doing my homework. Yes, you have to do homework for Yu-Gi-Oh! And YouTube especially, because I had to test this deck for like an hour or two before making this video, because this deck is very complicated. You're going to need lots of practice if you need this deck, because it's very confusing at first. But yeah, I've realized lots of things about this deck, so definitely check this deck out. Definitely please like, comment, subscribe if you can. Tell me what you think. Tell me what I should add, take out. So anyways, let's get into Super Quantum Mecha Overlord Great Magnus. Okay, that's how you say it. So how you play them, you have to play them. You're not going to get 3 level 12 monsters. I'm just going to tell you that now. There's no way. Just ignore that, because that's not going to happen. Unless they add more support and change that, like add a level 12 one. There's not even a level 12 mecha or Super Quantum Mecha pilot, so take that out the drain. Super Quantum Mecha Ship Magna Carrier, the field spell, has an effect where you can send it. You can send this card from the field to the grave to target 3 Super Quantum Mecha Beast monsters with Xyz monsters with different names in your graveyard and or you control. To special summon 1 Super Quantum Mecha Overlord Great Magnus from your extra deck, and if you do, attach those materials to your Xyz monster. So that's very, very hard to do, because you need the 3 on your field or your graveyard with the different names. So you need to get, first, to get the thing out, you have to get all these 3 guys in your field or grave. So you need to get them out somehow. If they die, that's okay. But it's a 3600 monster, and it has an effect for each, for the amount of materials it has. 2 or more, your opponent, during either player's turn, you can detach 1 Xyz material, shuffle 1 card on the field into the deck. That's pretty good. 4 or more, unaffected by card effects, except for Super Quantum. That's very, very good. It's 6 effect, which isn't, it would be better as like the second one. It doesn't really make sense that this is the best one, but your opponent cannot add cards from their deck to their hand except for drawing them. Basically a mistake effect, but just for your opponent. The best effect is definitely the unaffected by card effects effect, and then the shuffle effect, and then the searching. But if you're facing a deck like, I don't know, Necros, which you probably aren't going to face this format, or even Magispector, where they search a lot, your opponent won't be able to search. So to get, you're probably going to wonder, how do I get 6 of these guys onto this Great Magnus guy? Well, you need 3 to play it already, because you need to send this card to equip the 3. You need it from their hand, or from your graveyard or your field. So you need to have 3 beasts with different names on your field. Very hard to do, but possible because of things like Oasis, Call of the Haunted, and stuff like that, because you can bring back your monsters. So you need to have 1 Ouroboros, Grand Pulse, and Magna Liger. All 3 of them on your field. Keep that in mind. Then you need to have 1 Ouroboros, 1 Grand Pulse, and a Magna Liger in your graveyard. So you have 3 in your graveyard, 3 in your field. Then you need to have Mecha Ship on your field. Send it to the graveyard. Make sure your opponent doesn't play a Solemn Notice, because that would make you cry for hours, or a Solemn Warning, or Vanity's Emptiness, because if you play one of that, your thing is all just done. Equip all 6 of them to your Super Quantum Magnus. So now you have a 3600 beater, unaffected by card effects. Your opponent can't search from their deck. And once returned during either player's turn, you can shuffle 1 card on the field into the deck. So, lots of risk, lots of reward. If you actually get this card out, I'd be shocked if your opponent wins. It's almost better than like a Quasar. So, yeah. This deck is like really weird. It's very hard. If you can get the Magna Overlord guy, well, I'm proud of you. Last game I won before I got it out, and that's probably how you're gonna play too. Having a 2600 beater that can destroy monsters, a 2000 defender that can destroy spells and traps, and a 2200 Book of Moon monster. It's by the time you get 6 of those, 3 in your grave, 3 on the field, you probably won the duel by then, and there's no need to go into Big Daddy Magnus. Oh, I logged out. Anyways, the video's over. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you tell me what to change in the deck, because I'm sure my build isn't perfect, but it's pretty good. I'd copy it. You can copy it. Just tell them, hey, I got it from BlackRoseDuelist. Anyways, bye. Have a good day. Whatever. Bye.